On the news today, Nsukka records low turnouts as INEC register eligible voters across the nation. On the national front, NACON releases 2026 Hajj schedule once against deadline purge. In business news, NIPOS confirms 123,000 naira levy on Nigerian shipment to U.S. And on the foreign scene, United States court rules many of Trump global tariffs are illegal. Welcome to News Today, right here on Afia Television. I am Okey Ogbodo. Now we'll begin the stories here in Enugu, where the people of Ndinwuba are experiencing a new wave of leadership under their chairman, Ifeanyi Agbomba, as 4 key projects were commissioned in the community. Of course, I was there to capture the excitement and share the story. Government area. It was a moment of joy and relief for the people of Ndinwuba kindred in Obago community, Enugu South local government area, as they commissioned 4 major community projects executed under the leadership of their chairman, Ifeanyi Agbomba. The projects include installation of a new transformer restoring steady electricity to the community after nearly 2 years of blackout, a unity house to foster togetherness, and a mini market designed to make daily living more convenient for residents.
We are here to commission our projects, self-help projects, the electricity project, the borehole, and the civic center, which we have been working hard to make sure we get, and expansion of our roads. It's not the government, it's an individual help. We did it by ourselves. We're able to pull our resources together and then decide to move ourselves to a better day. It was necessary for us to look for a way to solve our problem instead of waiting for government. We have not been having lights because we don't have the transformer. So there is a need for us to move ourselves to a better day. And that is why we contributed, some of us, those of them at home and abroad, were able to pull our resources together and then move into to develop ourselves so that we can be out of darkness. And then the water, it was difficult for us to have water. Where we get streams is very far. So we now decide, instead of our people to keep on suffering for water problem or waiting for government to come to give us water, we now decided to go and have 2 industrial boreholes that will help our people not to labor again, look for water.
Commending the initiative, the Honorable Commissioner noted that true development does not always have to come from government alone, but can also be driven by visionary individuals and collective community effort.
Of a kindred unit in a larger community, be and back on this project. And I felt I must have to be here. Again, that we shall encourage other communities to emulate what we have done today. It is very important in Jibia to bring government presence, not what we are preaching for. That's the main job I do in the Ministry of Local Government, Rural Development and Chieftaincy Affairs. For this kind of event, I want to thank you for what you have done. Government cannot do everything for the community.
Residents expressed heartfelt appreciation for the chairman's leadership, describing the project as life-changing for the entire community.
Out of the 4 kindred that makes up this village, this is the smallest of them all. Even in numerical strength, they are the smallest. And before now, this family had a leadership that was amassing the wealth and the resources of the community and was taking it away. It was creating more enmity. But when the current chairman, Ifeanyi Agbomba, came on board, after his retirement from civil service, he now brought a new administration, a new touch and approach to leadership in smaller units. There was no development here. They didn't even have a road. In fact, in the 4 things they are commissioning today, he didn't add the road, but he graded the road to the community. So, and he now gives them, I think, 6 monthly welfare, something like pay. When they sell any of their land, he makes sure that every young person gets something. And it's a challenge because Obagu, the entire community that Ndinwuba is part of, is facing a very strong leadership challenge now. We have someone who sees leadership position as an opportunity to amass wealth for selfish interests. So I'm particularly happy for what Ndinwuba has demonstrated. They've actually shown that from what you have, no matter how small you are in a community, that you can actually develop your people, and they are building for the future, so that everybody that is part of this kindred in the community can have a sense of belonging. And you know this thing will be long-lasting, that people from here can now feel like they are living inside town. So I'm happy, and I'm happy that Afia TV is here to be part of this celebration.
For long now, for more than a year and getting to 2 years now. I hope so. By special grace of God, and I get to walk way borehole. I got to get a lot of things. Here in Ndinwuba, to this time when I get into that, I will not celebrate China for that. Because now I got when I drove I busy. No joy, what I will yaki and I can for you for what to Akia. So we thank God for everything for today. We are happy to see all those things going on now.
I'm happy to see development is coming in Ndinwuba. I'm happy to see progress. Ifeanyi Agbomba is most of in our time. I'm happy to see the development in progressing in Ndinwuba. A past executive, Hana Ndinwuba, Neri Ndinwuba Sohawa. Oya Bana Biara Choya, Nera and Ndinwuba Sohawa. So the man of Bezes and I had a mobile Adarama, or Bezes has Ndinwuba do with the right million over the Rayoko, so Ndinwuba they happy. So Njo Herana say Ajisike, Yagani Runor.
With the lights back on and new facilities to enhance social and economic life, the people of Ndinwuba say they are optimistic about a brighter future under the renewed spirit of community-driven development. In Enugu, Ogochukwu Osai reporting for Afia Television. Now ahead of